Bruh, I noticed there's some misandry in Black Lightning. I've been noticing this for like maybe in the first season, but definitely the second and third season. But basically, I don't like the emasculation of Black Lightning. There is some borderline emasculation in there. Like when he went to jail, they made him strip butt ass naked, but they didn't do that to Green Arrow, Oliver Queen. When he went to jail, they didn't degrade him like that, but they did Black Lightning like that. And I noticed that his leadership constantly gets questioned. He's black male leadership. Like his wife and his daughters, they always undermining his leadership. Whether it's like on the battlefield or inside the house. His wife not supportive, and they're actually divorced. But they get back together throughout the seasons. Damn, I mean, he got his ass beat by the cops. And I know his one, like whenever he makes the hard calls or makes the hard decisions, there's always some pushback, but they will listen to Gamby whenever he probably makes some hard decisions. I noticed that too, and I'm not feeling how they just freaking nerf Black Lightning. Like, damn. Now I can understand why he may not be powerful like that, like for real, because he's not in his prime. I mean, he's not old, but he's no spring chicken. They got Jennifer. She's like 16, 17 years old. She's not even like 19, 20, 21 years old, and she's already like OP. And for what I heard, she basically has Black Lightning's ability from the comic books. Basically, everything she's doing, Black Lightning is supposed to be doing. In the show, they depowered Black Lightning by making him a manipulator instead of a generator. Basically, he can manipulate electricity around him or the currents and uses electricity. While Jennifer, she can just generate it from her own entire body. And plus, they nerf him again by needing a suit. He needs a suit to really control his powers, because if he doesn't have the suit on and he uses his powers, that wrecks his nervous system. Like his nervous system gets out of control. So that right there contributes to the emasculation. She's way OP. And then what happened in season 3 is when Khalil returned. It wasn't like his first time returning. He made some few appearances. But like through Jennifer's point of view, that's the first time she's seen Khalil since his supposed death at the hands of Tobias. But obviously, that's not Khalil, that's Painkiller. That's like a chip inside his head that's programmed. It's kind of like another entity inside his head. This darker version of himself. Like, he's like a straight up killer, bro. Painkiller. But that wasn't Khalil in control. That's Painkiller in control. But Jennifer, she think that's Khalil. And Black Lightning and Thunder, they attacking the dude. And what I wasn't even pissed off. I just laughed real hard, man. That shit had me laughing. She manhandled Black Lightning and Thunder at the same damn time. Put them both in an electrical rope. They couldn't do a damn thing, bro. I was laughing so hard. I'm like, bro, they should really just stop calling this show Black Lightning and just call it Lightning. I wouldn't even be mad if they do that. To be honest with you. Emasculation, man. And there was another scene when Painkiller got back in control, he poisoned her, and then she recovered from the poison by turning herself into pure energy. And I was laughing. I'm like, yo, she really is Black Lightning 2.0. But there was a scene, this one scene that kind of grind my gears, man. It's when Blackbird slash Thunder, because they both the same. She was at a meeting with people, including with some of these officers, trying to rebel against these government officials trying to take over Freeland and kidnap these metas for their own personal use. See, these people trying to take back the city, but she was having a meeting with them, coming up with plans and stuff. As soon as Black Lightning came in, Officer Henderson, he asked Black Lightning what his opinion was. He gave his opinion, and then she was like, "Can I speak to you outside?" Apparently, she had issues with Black Lightning giving out his opinion. Black Lightning was like, "Yo, he asked me," and she was like, "You still should have just respected basically my plan. You could have just rolled with it, but you had to exercise your male privilege." And I was like, really? So we're gonna pull this whole toxic masculinity card, and I'm wondering who wrote this shit, because I know the producer. Look, my hopes wasn't high when the show first came out anyways, because the producer's gay. He's gonna write things based on his perspective, and then the two co-producers, one of them is a black feminist, and then the dude's married to her, so you might as well call him a male feminist or a simp. Obviously, they're gonna rate things from a gynocentric point of view, not from a patriarchal point of view, or not even from like a balanced point of view. So my hopes wasn't high for the show anyway when it first came out. I knew there was gonna be some agendas or some bullshit that was gonna be on the show. But you see the masandric in this? And this is not even just Black Lightning. It's for other TV shows as well, like Flash, Legend of Tomorrow, even the 100. And I fuck with that show. It's like these CW TV shows got issues with brothers. But overall, I like season 3. The season 3 was pretty good. It was pretty action-packed. I mean, it started off slow, but it was really good. Certain characters got developed. And despite my issues, I like Jennifer. I like her character. I like Anissa. I like her character. Grace. I like her character. Khalil slash Painkiller. I think they did him justice. Because to be honest with y'all, I want to see that repeat. Round 2. I want to see Khalil get his ones with Tobias. He enhanced. He got over like 23 martial arts installed inside his head so he can box. Plus he got Painkiller if he need him. He can use his poison, and Painkiller and Khalil, they're like on the same level in fighting. It's just Painkiller's more lethal. That's something I gotta see. And the issues I had with the season was, it was just with how they were handling Black Lightning. I don't like the way they're handling Black Lightning. He needs a power boost. Now, I don't mind strong female characters or strong characters in general, especially if they're like on the antagonist side, but just don't do that at the expense of Black Lightning and make it make sense. And I thought the writing with the finale was a bit over the place, especially with Black Lightning versus Gravedigger. I mean, this guy has like 80 plus years of experience on his belt. Like, he's like 100 years old. He beat Khalil, whooped his ass, I don't see how Black Lightning is holding his own against him in hand-to-hand combat. I just don't see it. But it is what it is. The Italians got to come out on top somewhere. It was still a good fight, nonetheless. And I think they have a potential with the story of creating metal powers, because Lynn, she came up with a formula to basically copy and install metal powers upon anyone for like at least an hour. So somebody can just inspire to be a hero, either come up with this serum themselves or somehow get a hold onto it and get themselves superpowers. There's a lot of potential with that story. But this is it. I'm just gonna start calling some of this stuff out, but peace.